The first time Esteban saw Sky, it was through a set of wooden bars. He didn't know whether they were there to keep her in, like the dangerous animals at the zoo, or to keep him out, like the display windows he pressed his nose against when he went to the big city with Mama Lou. "Why is she in a cage?" he asked. "It's not a cage," Mama Lou laughed. "It's a crib," said Adriana Sedgwick. She was the baby's mother, and she looked like she had stepped out of the glossy magazines she read. Esteban was 4 years old. He had never seen a crib. He slept with Mama Lou in a small room in the staff wing. He liked it much better than when they'd stayed with Mama Lou's brother, Fernando. Some days, Fernando came home drunk to find Mama Lou had locked him out. Those nights, he yelled and cursed and banged on the door. Other times, he bought them elote, boiled corn on the cob, and rode them out to sea in his panga. Esteban could never tell what kind of day it was going to be, so he'd constantly walked on eggshells around his uncle. One evening, Fernando brought home a friend. "Come, Esteban." He waved the boy over. "Say hello to my buddy, Victor Madera." Just then, Mama Lou came in, and Victor Madera's gaze was quickly averted. "And this is?" he asked. "My sister, Maria Luisa," replied Fernando. Victor couldn't keep his eyes off her. He had heard about Maria Luisa. It was his business to keep track of everyone and everything. Fernando had told him things about her that he should probably have kept to himself. But when a man has a weakness, be it gambling or alcohol or women, you can always get him to talk. "Fernando tells me you're looking for a job," said Victor. "I am," she replied. Her dress was stretched tight across her bosom. "I might have something for you." Victor wanted nothing more than to see her naked. That night, he went to Adriana Sedgwick and told her that he had found her a nanny. "Tell her to come see me tomorrow for an interview," she said. Victor had worked as a bodyguard for her father, a wealthy businessman who dealt with the Mexican underworld. His family's safety was of prime concern. Victor had been employed by her father for many years, but he made Adriana uneasy. She wished her father had not insisted that Victor accompany her when she married Warren, but that had been one of his conditions. The other being that Warren entered into the family business. "What was that about?" asked Warren. He circled his wife's pregnant belly and nuzzled her neck. She didn't answer, choosing instead to entwine her fingers with his and lead him to where the baby was kicking. "Do you ever regret it?" she asked. "Regret what?" "Marrying me, leaving San Diego for Paso del Mar, getting involved with my family." "Adriana, we've been over this before. Besides, they're not directly involved, and neither am I. Laundering money for the cartel is direct involvement, no matter how many people separate us from them. I know you did it for me. My father—" "Your father saw a young American punk in love with his daughter and offered me a choice. He saw someone who could get money out of Mexico, and I saw an opportunity to give you the things you're used to. We collect our cut, and in a few years we get out. That's the plan, baby. Short and sweet."